What if we told you there's a way to get any girl you like? That it's possible to become the kind of guy women go crazy for. Women come to them like flies to honey. This kind of man is irresistible to not just some women, but all women. They're the high-value men, and they're the hardest kind of men to find. So how do you become like them? Keep watching, because in this video, we're going to reveal the science behind what makes a man high value and how you can develop these traits yourself. Stick around till the end to learn everything you need to know. Number 1. Embracing his natural masculine role in the world. So a high-value man embraces his natural masculine role in the world. What the heck does that mean? It's simple. Just be responsible and confident. That means you don't make excuses, you don't break your word, and you don't let them down. Women love men who can handle their stuff and take care of their needs. They also love men who have a clear vision for their life and go for it. They don't want men who are unsure of themselves, clingy, or desperate for attention. A confident man knows he's awesome and doesn't let anyone tell him otherwise. He's strong and smart without being cocky or rude. He doesn't need anyone else to tell him he's great. He listens to his own voice and follows his own path. So do you want to know how to be more confident? It's not that hard. You just need to work on your self-esteem and skills. Self-esteem is how awesome you think you are. It makes you confident and happy. Studies have shown that confident men are more appealing to women. You need to love yourself for who you are. Celebrate your strengths and achievements, and stop being so hard on yourself. Skills are what you can do well and what makes you useful to others. They can be anything from rocking a guitar to speaking fluent Mandarin to fixing a car. Practice your skills often so you can sharpen them. Learn from feedback and challenge yourself with new goals. Number 2. Leadership. If you want to be a high-value man, then you need to work on your leadership. It's one of the most amazing qualities a man can have. Women love men who are leaders by example. They don't want men who are followers, passive, or indecisive. A leader is a man who inspires others with his vision and actions. He takes control of his life and his choices. He doesn't whine about his failures or expect others to solve his problems. He's proactive and adaptable in any situation. Now, that might sound really tough, but don't be overwhelmed. We're not asking you to become the next Martin Luther King. Just working on your vision, action, and influence can help your leadership skills. How do you create your vision? You need to figure out what matters to you, what excites you, and what you want to achieve. You also need to tell others about your vision in a way that makes them go, wow. To take action, you need to make a plan of how to get from where you are now to where you want to be. You need to follow that plan with dedication and discipline. You also need to deal with any problems or setbacks that come up. And influence is where you earn the trust and respect of others by being honest and reliable. You also need to inspire, encourage, and help them. See? It's not that hard. Just work on these 3 things and watch your leadership skills grow. Trust us, it will be worth it. Number 3. Humor. Humor is one of the most entertaining traits a man can have. Women can't resist a man who can make them laugh and feel good. They're looking for someone who's fun, spontaneous, and can crack a joke in any moment. If you're wondering what makes a high-value man humorous, well, it's all about having a good sense of humor and knowing how to use it. Don't take yourself too seriously, and be able to poke fun at yourself and your own mistakes. You should be able to tell stories and jokes that leave people in stitches. Now, you might be wondering how to become funnier. There are many ways to improve your humor skills and become a riot. Here are some tips that are bound to get you chuckling. First, work on your observation skills. Pay attention to the little details. Look for the absurd in everyday situations and notice the things that others might miss. Secondly, work on your delivery. It's not just about what you say. Your words and your tone both matter. Practice that, your timing, and body language to really sell the joke. Lastly, get creative. Don't be afraid to experiment with different types of humor and try new things. Read funny books, watch comedy movies, and listen to hilarious podcasts. Who knows? You might just surprise yourself with how funny you can be. Number 4. Generosity. Did you know that generosity is not just a nice thing to do? It's also a trait of a high-value man. To ladies, a man who is generous is like a magnet for the heartstrings. But what does being generous really mean? Well, it's not just about throwing around cash like a millionaire on a shopping spree, although that would be nice too. Being generous means sharing your time, attention, and resources with others without expecting anything in return. If you're thinking, I got rent and bills to pay, I can't be generous. Generosity doesn't have to be expensive. You can be generous with your compliments and even your smiles. Just don't go too crazy with the smiling. And guys, let us give you a tip. Being generous doesn't mean you have to be a pushover. You can still be assertive and set boundaries. But being generous means being willing to compromise and show empathy towards others. So why is generosity so attractive to women? Well, besides the fact that it's a sign of a high-value man, it also shows that you care about others and have a kind heart. And let's be real, who doesn't want to be with someone who has a heart of gold? You can also end up feeling good about yourself if you're generous. It's a win-win situation. You get to make others feel happy and appreciated, while also boosting your own mood and self-esteem. Plus, who knows? Your generosity might just come back around to you in unexpected ways. So be generous with what you have in abundance and practice gratitude. You'll be well on your way to becoming a high-value man. Number 5. Taking full responsibility for his actions. Being a high-value man is all about taking responsibility for your actions. Now, taking responsibility isn't an easy thing to do, and some people like to blame everyone else for their problems. But in the long term, that attitude is going to leave them feeling unfulfilled and unsuccessful. See, when you take responsibility for your own actions, you show that you're willing to own up to your mistakes and work to make things right. It shows that you have integrity and that you're someone who can be relied upon. And oh boy, women find that kind of confidence and reliability attractive. Think about it. Why would you want to be with someone who's always making excuses and blaming others for their problems? Of course not. You want someone who can admit when they're wrong and work to make things better. The first step is to start taking responsibility for your actions. If you mess up at work, own up to it and work to fix the problem. If you hurt someone's feelings, say you're sorry and make it up to them. But it's not just about owning up to your mistakes. It's also about taking ownership of your life. Don't blame others for your circumstances. Instead, take action to improve your situation. If you're not happy with your job, start looking for a new one. If you're not happy with your health, start exercising and eating better. And finally, don't forget to have a little fun along the way. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you have to be serious all the time. Laugh at yourself when you mess up and enjoy the journey of self-improvement. Number 6. Taking care of his body. When it comes to attracting the ladies, a little bit of gym time can go a long way. First things first, let's get one thing straight. Being a high-value man isn't all about how you look. But let's be real, having a rockin' bod doesn't hurt. So why do women find a man who takes care of his body so attractive? Well, for starters, it shows that you value yourself and your health. It shows that you have discipline and dedication, and that you're willing to put in the work to achieve your goals. Now, if you're not exactly a fitness guru, don't worry. You don't need to be a bodybuilder to be attractive. It's all about finding an exercise routine that works for you and sticking to it. Maybe you're a fan of hitting the weights, or maybe you prefer yoga or hiking. Whatever it is, find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. And hey, if you're really struggling to get motivated, there's no shame in recruiting a workout buddy or hiring a personal trainer to help keep you on track. Trust us, it's worth the investment. But taking care of your body isn't just about exercise. It's also about eating a healthy diet and getting enough sleep. Yeah, we know that 2 a.m. pizza run can be pretty tempting, but try to limit those indulgences and focus on fueling your body with nutritious foods that will give you the power you need to tackle the day. And speaking of sleep, make sure you're getting enough of it. Those late-night Netflix binges might be fun for a while, but getting a good night's rest is crucial for your physical and mental health. There's a lot to becoming a high-value man. If you really want to know more, make sure to check out our channel.